Dealing with a lost animal and feeling stuck. Hi, my name is Akshaya Kare. I'm a nature and animal communicator and I can talk to plants, animals and other species telepathically. In this video, I would like to share and discuss with you a certain things that have helped me personally while dealing with speaking to animals who have left their homes, are missing, or are lost. So as a communicator, I get a lot of cases on a daily basis requesting me to speak to animals who have either gone missing or are lost. And these are cases where usually the humans are a little stressed, they are anxious, and they really are desperate to get their animals back. So the first thing that I do as a communicator is to explain to them that animal communication does not help the animal come back home. It does not help the animal return. As communicators, I personally don't commit to finding, tracking, locating or tracing the lost animal. As a communicator, as the name suggests, and I've discussed this at length in a lot of other previous videos, that as a communicator, my job is to communicate with the animal and become a medium, become a conduit or a hollow bone between the animal and the human and convey their messages to each other without decoding or interpreting any of those messages. So this is the first and the foremost thing that I do with humans, is that I explain to them what I do as a communicator before I go ahead and speak to that animal. Next, when I speak to the animal, I enter the communication from a very neutral perspective. I don't freak out or I don't get anxious trying to find the animal and feel like, oh my god, the animal must be so distressed or so anxious. I look at the animal as an adult individual being who is capable of taking care of himself or herself, and I start the conversation from a very neutral emotion so that I don't pass on my anxiety or fears to the animals. This really helps in cases where the animal could really be lost and is already scared or anxious, and me connecting to the animal with a lot of fear and anxiety can actually make things worse for the animal. So that's something that I do next. The next thing that I do is I want to understand the reasons for the animals to have left home. So I ask the animal the reasons and the circumstances under which they have left, and I ask the animal if they wish to return, how would they want to return, if they require my help, and if they do, what kind of help they require from me. These few questions can really clarify a lot of things that the animal expects from us, rather than just focusing on what the human is expecting, which is of course to finding out the location of the animal. And after this, I ask the animal what the animal wants the humans to do to find them, and I allow the animal to lead the conversation rather than me leading the conversation by asking them only specific questions about where they are, what are the landmarks around, what is the area look like, so on and so forth. So as a communicator, I focus on conveying the message from the animal to the human rather than just understanding where in the physicality of things is the animal, in the area or the location is the animal, so that the human can just go and look for them. Because when humans reach out to me, I believe that when they are looking for the animals, they are doing everything in their physical power to look for them. As a communicator, I could connect to the animal and transfer messages that the animals need to and want to transfer to the humans, so that the entire process of reunion can become faster. And always remember, all this works only and only if the animal wishes to return home. So that is the most important question of the cases where the animals have gone missing. And even if the animal says that he or she does not wish to return home, the most important thing about any communication, not just lost cases, is what is the message to the human. Whether the animal wants to return, does not want to return, needs our help, does not need our help, can come back on their own and will or will not. Whatever be the case, always ask the animal what message does this entire incident or does this entire episode have for the human, and that is the guidance the animal wishes to convey to their human. So I hope this clarifies a few common questions that we communicators face while dealing with animals who have left home. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful.